Peace, brothers, sisters.
Peace, family. Welcome to the Oracles of Truth. Know y'all doing well. Ain't nobody on here
And
yet.
we
Hold on.
are
The
the
orc.
orc.
We are the orc.
Orcs, the orcs.
We up in here.
Y'all country asses. We are the orcs. Why did Prince family just pop up on my digest? Okay, family. All right, let me see. Anybody on Facebook? Hey, Ira Day. Oh, you the second one in here. We're going to have to start giving away prizes for the faithful watchers. For the faithful watchers of all the shows. We got to start giving y'all some free stuff, huh?
It sound real, though.
Yeah, we got to start.
Black folks love free stuff.
They sure do. They sure do love free stuff. Let me go to Facebook, y'all. Hey, Yamoja. Hey, sister, how you doing? You know, you missed it last night. Only time I get free readings, you got to catch the live. I can't hook you up after that. See, we try to give back to the community. So, you know, if you're not on there live, you got to book a reading off the air. You know, and I got your message, but, you know, we try to give back. So you got to try to catch the lives. What you could do is press the notification button so you'll know when we're live. And then when we do free readings, you could come on. But, you know, I get other people that hit me up. Oh, I missed your reading.
Yeah,
You
everybody
know,
does
a
that.
lot of people do that. And they're like, I really need to know this. Can you tell me? No, that's for free. That's free. You got to be on live to get it free. Okay? And another thing, we make our readings cheap enough for you all, you know, to afford it. $25 is the cheapest reading. And then, no, I'm sorry, we got a $10 chat reading.
Oh, you
Okay?
didn't
Y'all
take
got
that
to
up
look
enough.
out. Y'all got to look on the website.
I told you to take that one off.
Well, no, $10 chat reading for 10 minutes. That's it. You know what I mean? People can't afford it, so we try to make it affordable for everybody. You
Hold
ate
on,
all that
goddamn
food?
it. Let me see.
Okay. All right, family. Tiana, bring Nenny some ice. Bring me a cup of ice. Come on, I'm hot. Stop digging in there. Get it. Come on now. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Jaleesa. I know all is well. I know all is well.
Peace, everyone.
Y'all, hey, it's hot. It's hot. Okay? I'm sweating right now because it's hot. We just finished cooking. We just finished eating, so we all got niggeritis. You know what it is? You know what I mean? All right, so let me get on here. Who the hell is this? Wait a minute. Hold on. All right, we're trying to get y'all on here. Michelle, Lauren. Hey, all right, ladies. Okay. The topic is, and we was undecided what we wanted to talk about. So we're just gonna, that camera, you need to move over a little bit. So I mean,
I don't know what
cut
the
off a
fuck.
little bit.
What's
Right
wrong with
there.
this damn camera? You see how it look?
Yeah. All right, so the topic is, will men ever be faithful?
And subtitle: Will women ever be faithful?
All right, that's fair. Subtitle, will men and women ever be faithful to each other? That's good. All right, thank you. You're not in the camera, little girl. All right, so ladies, men, what are your thoughts? Now, because we're the oracles and we're spiritual, we're going to always bring a spiritual twist to this because, you know, over the years ago, we used to have topics like this on the radio show. Oh, well, men can never be faithful. Nowadays, you get more women that are saying, more men that are saying that women cheating on them. So it's getting crazy, y'all. So the question is, again, will men ever be faithful and will women ever be faithful? What does it take for, and then we're going to spin it off into the topic of polygamy, okay? What does it take for a woman and a man to be faithful? What are your thoughts? Y'all tell us what you think because at the end of the day, one of the top readings that we do get, and I'm sure my brothers could attest, is he cheating
God
on me?
damn, this shit
Is
is
she
irritating the
cheating
fuck
on
out
me?
of me.
Lately, y'all, it's been both. Well, he started it. Well, she started it, and they just some cheating asses. They just cheating on each other and bringing negative energy into their homes. Okay, so the question again tonight to you all is we're posing: do you think men and women will stop cheating on us? And what is it that you think that makes them cheat? Is it society? Is it living in the Western world?
Yeah.
You think so? Okay. All right,
Peace,
family.
family, on YouTube and Facebook. How y'all doing tonight? Um, C. Thomas says, I don't feel the majority of them ever will.
Why? My question would be why? Is it because they was brainwashed and programmed by society?
Mm-hmm. See, the Western world got us thinking that monogamy is the way to go, and that's not in our nature. That's not how we design. Monogamy is not the way to go, and that's why a lot of men are not faithful. They don't understand. They don't understand. They don't understand the hunter gatherer type of mentality. So it bleeds over into some chauvinistic shit instead of more on a spiritual level. Because if you're dealing with more than one woman in a relationship, and it's supposed to be like that, it's deeper than the sexual. It's nothing. It has nothing to do with sexual. It's a spiritual bond, and sex is just an added bonus to that. But when you and also it's a financial bonus to multiple partner relationship as far as a 3-income home. You dig what I'm saying? Shit, it's beautiful.
Do y'all really think? Do y'all really think that's possible? Now,
I do.
y'all know the history, right? Women
So
busting
you
out
got
your
the goddamn
windows.
Janet Jackson mic right there. I'm just keep that time looking at my motherfucking control.
I'm trying to put it so they can hear your voice now.
Okay.
The thing about it, we can't put 3 mics on. We tried to get the splitter, but we got the wrong one where we could hook another mic. So we'll get it right, y'all. We getting it right, y'all. We got the wrong splitter where we could split mics between all 3 of us because they don't allow you to do this. But anyway, let me explain something to y'all. Men, come on, let's be real now. You cheat on your woman. She finds out. What happens? Windows getting bust out. She's calling your phone off the damn hook 20 times a day. You understand? She's going up to your job. She's cussing you out. Do you really think you could deal with the energy of 2 black women at one time?
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, people. It's like this here. In that type of relationship, it's 3 mature adults, and they understand what's going on. They understand the dynamics of the relationship out top. Now, it's not for those who are selfish in their thinking or selfish. Period. To understand a poly lifestyle. Ain't nobody forcing it on you, but it's just like I say, it's not for everyone, but for those who it is, it's a benefit. It's a benefit. I'm talking about it's a spiritual benefit to it. It's a financial benefit to it. It's a community benefit to it. Because, and that's the reason why this monogamy thing, not saying, check this out. Man, if you got a woman and you cheating on her, man, you slime. There's no way around it, bro. You are a piece of shit, for real. If you out there cheating on your lady and going back and having enough nerve to lay in the bed with her and to do all the things that y'all do as a couple, and you laying down with another woman behind her back or vice versa, you ain't shit, man. You ain't shit. So whatever you get out of that hurt that you call that person, you deserve it. You deserve it. Better yourself.
All right.
You know.
Valerie, Mowbray says, if Yahshua can be with Mary Magdalene, then Yahshua.
If Yahshua could be with Mary Magdalene.
Who the hell? You talking about Jesus and Mary? Man, get your ass on. Who said that? Who said that?
Somebody on YouTube. Now,
Pataho's tip says, I agree.
That's what I'm saying. Check this out. Check this out. Look here. Don't bring this shit about no Bible, because if it go like that, it's multiple wives in the Bible too. So what I'm saying is this here. If you look at the poly lifestyle, it is a spiritual conscious effort to build a nation. It just doesn't make any sense for one man to be with one woman talking about you building a nation. So if there's women out there who are cool with the poly lifestyle and want to build a nation with a man and have a sister wife, it ain't got to be on no you bisexual. No, it don't even have to be that. It doesn't have to be that. Now, if you that, okay, cool. That's just a added bonus. But you know what I'm telling you is.
okay, so now, hold on, ladies. Y'all know what polyandry is, right? And it all started with the black woman, the black African woman, right? So we do know what polyandry means, which a woman could have more than one husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how y'all, how, and this is serious, y'all, how do y'all men feel about polyandry?
That's no benefit in polyandry.
Why?
What benefit? You got
Same benefit for the polygamy.
no, it's not. You got one woman with 10 men. How many times you gonna have that baby? One fucking baby, man. Come on. Look at that doesn't make sense. That isn't. You can't build a nation with one woman, and that's how it is now.
Okay.
But if you got one man and two women in a relationship, and both of them sisters are pregnant, you building a nation with them sisters. You building a family. You building a tribe with them sisters, and they all loving. They in your home. They educating your kids. Everybody's getting along. It ain't about no sex. It's about building a nation, building a family, building a community. And the reason why it's so much of the infidelity going on because men doesn't understand the true nature of himself. The woman doesn't understand the true nature of themselves and the true nature of our relationship. If they did, they would know that it's okay for two women to be with one man. It's not about the sex.
That shit ain't okay for no goddamn woman to be with two men.
Listen,
Let me ask you, hold on, wait, I've
listen.
been quiet too goddamn long. Hold on, wait a minute. Can you stick your penis in two women at one time?
No.
All right then, that's all. That's all I want to hear.
Why the fuck would you want to do that?
Okay, but the point is, that's what it was created for one man and one woman to get together, do what they have to do to bring children in the world. Now, let me make this clear. Polyandry and polygamy were put into play in Africa, right? So let's talk about the real deal. First of all, us Westerners, y'all can't deal with two women. One woman, never mind three. No, you get, yeah, right.
I can.
I don't think so.
I have.
I think that's some bullshit.
Shit, I have, and it was
I
straight.
think it's bullshit, and I think
We didn't have no problem.
The women didn't have no problem.
Hell no.
In this place called America,
it was just like I say, it was a little rocky like the first 6 months, but it was rocky
Why
for
was it
all
rocky?
of us because we was three different attitudes, three different type of people. So it took us time to learn each other. So it took about 6 months for it all to pan out. Yeah, the girls was kind of catty and they tried to put me in the middle of it, but once I really like, no, I'm not on that shit. That's y'all. We live together. Y'all have to get along and work together. That's what it was. And then they flourished as sisters. And it was cool. And it was, like I said, it was
that damn cool
energy.
that we got along in the beginning.
No.
Hey,
It was
sisters,
new.
check this out,
It was new for
sisters.
everybody.
Let's check this out, sisters. If y'all on some polygamy bullshit,
Why you got to say it bullshit?
bullshit.
Why you got to say it bullshit?
I'ma
Because you
tell
talking
you
about
what.
it started in Africa. You talking about women can
Well,
have more than one
no,
man.
it goes
You
like
agree
this,
with
though.
that?
Let me tell you like
But you
this.
agree with a woman having more than one man?
Let me explain.
But do you agree with that?
Of course.
Okay then, but you
Polyandry.
don't agree with a man having one.
Polyandry.
So you don't agree with a man having more than one
Not if
woman.
it's not done the right way.
What you think I'm talking about?
No, because in America, we're so brainwashed and programmed,
Oh,
we
shit,
cannot do
you
it.
know.
Them women, you know why?
I ain't talking about America.
Hey, y'all.
Fuck America. I'm talking
I
about the
had two
values
brothers-
that we have within our circle. Fuck
You
America.
can't do it. It's not going to work.
Nigga, how you know that?
Why it still ain't working now? Why you ain't got two women?
First of all, check this out. First of all, let me let you know this here. I ain't got two women because I don't want two women. Believe that.
Why you did it in the first place then?
Chill out, because
Just to try it, just to sample it and shit?
No. That was
Uh-huh.
it was just a situation that came about.
Okay.
We was all cool. It was really like a roommate situation that turned into something else. But being that everyone knew everybody and everyone was cool, it just went to a physical thing and it was cool. Everybody was cool. Everybody, you know, it's just like
Why
I
the
say,
women was fighting with each other then? Why was they being
when it
catty?
became physical, I guess because feelings got involved. And when feelings was involved, what you got to do is the man got to step in.
prove my
The
point.
man have to step in and really be the mediator and know when to
You gonna
say
read some
when
comments?
and when to.
This
when
cat
to
keeps
pull
scratching the
fuck
shit
back.
out of me.
You feel what I'm saying? Because them sisters got to get to know each other.
Look here. Them women got jealous. Like I said, in America,
Men
it
get
cannot done.
jealous.
Yeah, men get jealous too. But in America, it can be done the right way.
It can.
And no, it can't, because
It can.
every person that I know, I had 2 shows. I had Brother Polite and his wives on my show. They seem to be the most prominent couple that I say that was dealing with the polygamy the right way. The other 3 brothers I had, them wives was not having it. Them wives came on the show, and they was like, they said, he bought her Mercedes, but he didn't buy me a Mercedes.
What you got to realize is this: it's up to the main wife to choose that sister wife.
Well,
It's up to her.
in
And
Africa, that's how it's done.
yeah, and if it's not done that way, it's a no go, and I'm cool with that because I don't want no female around my queen to try to make her feel inferior or less beautiful than she is, or I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So just like I say, this is a helpmate to you, not to me.
I don't
Because
need
shit,
no
I'm not.
goddamn helpmate. I don't need
Well,
to
you
share
know,
my
but
helpmate with
that's
my
you.
goddamn
But
man.
that is
I
you.
ain't letting
That
him
is
sleep in the
you.
room with the man because
That
I'll be the
is
knock the
you,
man over the head.
queen. That's
All right.
you.
Okay,
That's
hold
you,
on, y'all.
queen.
All right, so
All
look,
right.
check this out. We just
So
gonna
let's get to the
let's-
questions of the.
Wait, we're gonna take your questions, but let's do the cards because we just totally forgot
We
about
skipped the
it.
damn cards.
We
Goddamn.
skipped the card.
My bad.
All right.
We
So
was ready to go. We was ready to get y'all the topic.
the three of stash, y'all. If you're working on something, keep working on it. Good things are getting ready to come. Make sure you don't abandon any projects you're working on, anything that you're doing business wise. If you want to start a business, don't abandon it because the ancestors are really wanting to do a lot for us now in this energy. Do know that you will be introduced to new things from different people, different businesses, some of you all, okay? And it is just time to really, really focus on where you want to go in this energy and this time. That's my card, three of staffs.
You wanna go?
I got the Five of Cups. It's a card. Speaking of loss, if you can really see the cards, you'll see that there are 3 overturned cups. 2 are standing up. That signifies that there will be loss, but there will still be something that is salvaged. You will not lose everything. So that's what's going on this week, this month. So be very careful. Be very careful. Be very mindful of your finances, of your possessions, of things like that. Because this is what this card. It also talks about marriage too now. So
Okay, I got the full card, right? Y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see back there, but I got the full card, right? But the full card is it's not it's not a bad card. It represents starting over, starting from the beginning and going up. Because from the bottom you can only go up, and it's a card. To me, what it's saying is just be free with your choices that you make this week, and watch. And on the business side, just slowly take your time, but watch. Business will improve and everything will get better. From this week forward, for the rest of this month, everything is going to go up for us. So just keep that in mind and stay positive for the week.
All right, y'all. All right, we're going to go to the comments real quick. We have Angela D. Payne that says, if a man can deal with 2 women, you would not have any complaints. You wouldn't have any confusion at all. It would run smoothly from day one all the way up until infinity.
that's right, Queen. I agree.
All right, she says, thank you, Nikki. He proved your point. If a man can deal with 2 women, then they're not two-notch women, 2 top women with the utmost self-respect.
Most definitely.
Okay. What is she saying here? All right, and then she goes on to say, Destiny said something about your husband was loyal and faithful. I believe there's some men that can be loyal and faithful. There are men that will be loyal and faithful. Honestly speaking, how I feel about it, I don't think that, I think, I'm going to be honest with you all, I think society, our society, the Western society, United States of America society, has caused a lot of programming and brainwashing amongst men and women, okay? I think that the lifestyle that you see in the Western world has caused a lot of divide and conquer amongst men and women. I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, green, purple, okay? Because of all the things that we see going on. I think that type of behavior is pretty much more of a learned behavior. Because again, I'm going to take it back to Africa. I'm always going to be African first. There's very few tribes in Africa that practice polygamy or polyandry. It's about 1%, and there's 3,000 tribes in Africa that does practice. And it was put into play by the black African woman so you can grow your village when they had a shortage of women. In a sense like that, it's fine. But I'm going to tell you right now, the places that it's done in, a lot of the countries that practice Islam, okay? You're talking about the Gambia, Sierra Leone, Senegal. You're talking about some of the Muslim. They practice it, but not all. And the few that do still practice polygamy, if they have a wife, first of all, the way it's done in Africa, the wife does not live with the man. The man has his own dwelling. The women have their own dwelling. So if he has 2 or 3 wives, they all live in their own dwelling. Each wife has to be treated the same. So if he buys a Mercedes for that wife, he has to buy one for that wife.
Some equal value.
And then also, the wife is the one who chooses the second one to come into the marriage, okay? But again, it's only practiced in 1% of Africa. So what does that tell you? That polygamy and, excuse me, family, and polyandry is not something that's common amongst Africans
Okay.
at all.
C. Thomas says feelings will always be involved in situations like that. It's foolish to think otherwise. There always will be rivalry, jealousy. I bet even in Africa there was strife amongst wives.
There is.
Yep.
Go watch some of them Nigerian movies on
They be
YouTube.
putting-
You're gonna see them. They've been fighting each other. One put this
Put-
other wife put this stuff on this wife because she was jealous
Yeah.
because he had a son, and this one it happens.
They'll be
in
putting
Africa.
rituals on them.
Exactly, doing all kinds of
Make
stuff
it-
to them.
Okay. Patai Hotep says it depends on the mentality. You will you will need to have a solid plan, a spiritual connection. Everyone will have to be emotionally balanced. It will be hard in this day and time without being financially.
And that's the thing.
Look at check this out. You don't have to be financial as long as your partners are all working. Everybody's working. Everybody's going to work. Okay, just say for instance, just
He meant financially sufficient.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah. It definitely would be a financial relief to the situation because just say if y'all bills equal up to about $2,000 a month, all y'all bills, everything equal up about $2,000 a month. That's not a lot of money between 2 people, 3 people. It's not a lot of money. And then look at the finances that'll free up. That'll enable to free up finances. Y'all probably be able to open up a business. Y'all be able to, travel and really get to know each other and just, and just live life. You can do that with 2 people too. I'm not saying that.
You didn't read
But I'm
yours?
just saying we speaking
had a
of
long one over
the
there.
poly lifestyle.
Long one? No, it was longer than that.
You know Facebook. I read that one.
Oh, you did? Okay.
All right, so pretty much, family, those who just joined us, we're talking about why do women and men cheat, and do you think they'll ever stop cheating? And then we also brought the topic of polygamy and polyandry into it. So we're just getting the people's,
Hi from Chicago.
feedback. Hi from Chicago. Hi, Connie from Chicago. How are you? I want to say this, family. What we must understand is that now, because we are the oracles and we are going to always be spiritual first, what we do want to bring is the spiritual aspect to it, because in this new day and new time and this new energy, honestly, I don't know what my brother's thinking. I'll let them answer after, but honestly speaking, I feel like naturally it's going to be a situation where because more soulmates are coming together, that you're not going to be even thinking on that level now. Like, you all are going to have to do work together. So another woman or another man is not going to be able to enter into your one shit, as I call them, because now in this energy, this transformation, people are being put together for the betterment of doing what's right with humanity and on this earth. But my brothers, I'll let them answer and see what they think if that's still going to continue on.
Well, spiritually, what I just see men not even wanting a lot of men aren't really wanting to deal with that energy. The ones that I see that want to deal with that energy, they really aren't stable enough to deal with that energy anyway. Not 2 women, because they're not financially stable, and they don't really have a game plan when it comes to dealing with 2 wives anyway. And then a lot of times they're pressuring these women into joining these relationships, and they don't. The other woman really, the main one doesn't really want to be a part of it.
Exactly.
We had a situation where somebody had came to us that was dealing with that, and they end up getting a divorce because of it. He put pressure on her until she agreed to it, but he wasn't really listening to his wife because she wasn't for it. So he really should have let it go.
That's true. That's true. You can't force it. It's not a forced situation. This is it's a real that type of lifestyle. It's a real delicate situation, and you really have to be on your shit in order to maintain a relationship like that. Period. And you really got to be fair. You have to be fair and justly balanced in a relationship like that.
All right, so he said.
That's C. Thomas.
Plus,
That's she.
C. Thomas says. She says. Plus, as far as sex goes, pH balances get thrown off too. Easy to have one man running back and forth between more, and that's so true. That's so true.
Yeah, but if they stay around each other long enough, they'll sync and they'll get in tune with each other. So it'll be okay. Then spiritually, it'll be just an awesome thing spiritually. And it's a powerful union, very powerful union. If them sisters are conscious, they keep you balanced, they keep each other balanced, they keep your home balanced, man. Them sisters are just everybody's vibing. The kids are vibing, man. It's just a beautiful thing.
I don't know
For
about
those
that,
who,
y'all.
for those who.
I mean, I'm not a
can
hater.
deal with it.
I'm not a hater because, like I said, I wanted to bring brothers and sisters. Brother Polite was one of them. I think there was another brother. I don't know if it was Island Bay. One of the brothers that also had 3 women. They came on the show. One of them brothers, the women that wasn't trying to hear it. They wasn't working out. Brother Polite's women, I was loving the way that they were able to deal with it. I'm not a hater. If it works for you, it works for you, but it ain't working for me, goddamn, because I'm too damn jealous, and I'll beat up you and the woman, knock both of your heads off, and I couldn't stand the fact that you be in another room sleeping with her. No, I ain't with this shit at all, and I don't like it.
It's just what it is. Just like I said, it's not for everyone.
But I'm not a hater. But again, I still agree with the fact that it needs to be done the right way. If you're gonna do it like you in Africa.
Most definitely.
Ain't no, and you know what? That goes back to another topic. Can you be in love with 2 people at one time? What about the love part of it? What about your emotion part of it?
Hell yeah, you can.
You can't be emotionally attached to 2 women at one time.
Yes, you can.
Nah.
Yes, you can.
Nah.
And you're not gonna tell me you a man, you a woman, so you're not gonna tell me.
Ain't no way in the world I can love 2 men at one time.
Okay, that's you.
You can't do it either. Be quiet. This is my little brother, y'all. He don't know. You can't do it either.
And I can love 2 women at one time.
You cannot be in love with 2 goddamn women at one time.
Yes, I can.
All right.
I've done it.
Okay, so let's get the audience. Hey, YouTube, Facebook. Can you be in love with a man or a woman at 2 women at the same time or 2 men at the same time?
Yes.
Nikki Nakaya says, no, you can't be in love with two women, 2 people at once.
But you're not gonna love them. If you're in a relationship, when you mean to me, you're gonna love one and not love the other. Come on, man.
I'm talking about in deep love. I'm talking about when you just you in love with 2 women.
Man, most definitely. Y'all
you can do that with 2 women?
Man, and y'all, yes, I can. Y'all vibing. Y'all loving each other, man. Y'all family good. Everything is good. Everybody happy, man. And I'm loving y'all. Yes, I'm loving what we got. I'm loving you. I'm loving her. Yes.
I think the men in America just do it for their own selfish goddamn needs.
I agree with you 100%.
I think it's all about, I have 2 women and I got it like that. I got 2 sets of vaginas I can have. I can switch up if I want to.
I agree with you 100%.
It's like when they cheat or when they have a mistress. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's funny because when you sent me that thing with, what's her name? Shahad Razad Ali. And she stated that, well, there's some men that been with women for two women for 10, 15 years. True. I remember, I can tell you, my grandfather, he think I didn't know I was 11 years old. He took me to go see his mistress. And I knew he was his mistress. But did it make it right? No, it didn't. Now, we're saying that at the end of the day, I don't agree with Miss Ali because at the end of the day, it must be done the right way. It must be done the right way. And I feel like, because my grandmother didn't know about it. She didn't know.
He wrong.
If y'all gonna have 2 women, y'all be honest. But again, I still feel like it's wrong. Period.
Okay.
You cannot be in love with 2 women and 2 men at the same time.
Okay. All right.
What else
thank you for your opinion.
September Virgo says
no. Nikki Nakaya says no. Ray's Alchemy says right. Nikki, laugh out loud.
All right.
What they saying on
Facebook? Said on
Facebook,
me too, Miss Nikki Love. Erica Neal says, no way, Nikki. No, too much energy spent with even one person. Yep, because if you really love someone, you won't even give someone else your energy to fall in love with another person. Thank you.
That's if you are in a monogamous relationship, people. We are talking about a poly situation where you are in there with 2 women. Why wouldn't you love both of them?
You know what I think only way I think a poly relationship could work is if it's coming from a culture where like say you grow up in a culture and everybody's out like in the neighborhood. This man over here, the neighbor to the left got 5 wives. The neighbor to like it'll work. It'll work. It's easier for it to work if that's all they know, if that's their culture. You know what I'm saying? But in a place like America where that's not our culture, I just see it causing a lot of problems if people
All
try
right,
to
so
practice it unless everybody got the same mindset. Everybody got to have the same mindset for that to work.
You got to be on the
okay, so
same
how do
accord.
you feel? How do y'all feel about? Okay, just like in Africa now. Let's go back to Africa, where a man and a woman, like if you have a child, your neighbor has a child, and y'all bring the child, and they have to get married. How y'all feel about that?
I'm cool with that. If that's just what it is, I'm cool with that. Yeah, hell yeah. You shouldn't add dicking if you know what's going on.
No, what I'm saying though is, you know how they have arranged marriages?
Yeah,
How do y'all feel about arranged marriages?
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I just, I
I'm cool
just.
with it. I'm cool with it because I'm not gonna knock nobody else's culture. If that's what y'all do, man, if that's what y'all do. If not, shit, buck. But I don't see nothing wrong. I'm just not gonna knock nobody else's culture. That's what you do, hey man. That's what you do. Because we over here with a bastard culture anyway. We following shit that ain't even in our nature to follow. So to sit up there and try to pass judgment on someone else's culture or how they do their shit, it's just crazy to me. Because look the type of culture we are in it, that we perpetuate every single day. These niggas running around here in tight ass clothes and they still hanging off their ass with their ass cheeks on. This is a culture that we have accepted. We have accepted the culture of homosexuality in our community like it is the norm. Fuck that. No, it's not the norm. So, but to sit up there and just continue to just be like, oh no, I don't knock homosexuality. Don't get me wrong. I don't see you do what you fucking want to do, man. Hey, you live your life and peace and blessings to you.
Nick,
But
Nicky Nakai says it depends on how folks was raised. To your point, go ahead. Well, what you were saying?
but
Something?
that's that's just basically what I just what I feel. That's what I
So you agree we are brainwashing program and that this Western society is so messed up,
Yeah.
our mindsets are messed up that we cannot deal with polygamy in this place called America.
well, I don't think I think it's a select few that can deal with it if the situation is super. Look at man, this is a situation that anybody just can't enter. This is not for everybody. This is not for you to try to get your rocks out just because you got two women now. Because see, it's gonna be a whole bunch of bullshit in there because it's not based on something real. It's not a spiritual connection. And it's like this is the sex is the last thing. That is the last. I'm talking about like, man, you're not gonna lay down in my bed with me and my woman if we invite you. No, you have to go through a rigorous goddamn a boot camp and some shit like that if we choose to live that type of lifestyle. Because I just know the type of person me and her. I know how we are. She's not gonna do it. But the fact of the matter is, it's just not it's just not for everyone. But for those that it is for, you must understand that it is possible to love both of those people. Those, guess what? I bet both of them women gonna love that one man. So why wouldn't it be possible for that man to love both of them women?
And this ain't nowhere in the world you can have feelings deep embedded in the
You
feelings
definitely
with
can.
two goddamn women.
You can.
Okay,
Why
so
couldn't you?
wait. Let's see what our brothers say, because the sisters are talking. Now, we got a brother, Master Gary, non-applicable. What is your thought about polygamy? I need the brothers to come on, brothers, on YouTube. Patar, where you at? Where you at, Patar Hotep? Okay, you just said it was cool. Patar, you agree with that? Well, it ain't like Patar Hotep. Yeah, I can see you saying that.
But you gotta realize his name can be goddamn Randy Jackson. Shit, it don't make a difference by his name. You know
I'm
what
just
I mean?
saying, I know some of them brothers in the conscious community are down with the goddamn
Yeah. But see,
bullshit.
but it's not. Yeah. The polygamy
Nick-
bullshit. But we talking about true polygamy. We ain't talking about no polygamy bullshit where you just want to flex.
You want to
and
read
got
what
two women
Patah
or
says?
It's just because you just on some freak shit. No. That ain't it. That ain't what I'm saying.
The way feminists are today, you'll be taking the chance both women might run off together and leave you. Yeah,
Well, look
See?
here. Look, check this out.
That happened to a friend of mine.
What I'm gonna tell you like this: if that be the case, toodaloo. Toodaloo. I'm not looking, man. I am not finna cry over spilt milk, man. I'm gonna keep on motherfucking moving. If you bras want to sit up there and run off and sit up there and goddamn carpet munch for the rest of your life and try to exit out a man in your life, you go ahead on and live that type of confusion. I'm cool with it.
It's funny you say that
I'm not
because
gonna be mad.
I had a friend like that when I was growing up. He was married, is a Caucasian couple though. He brought he wanted to be with his wife was liking this other woman, so they brought the woman into their relationship and shit. She ended up divorcing her husband and leaving to be with that woman.
Well, she was the foul one in the relationship. See,
Alright.
if I say you got to have pure intentions, you got to know your mate.
Nikki Nakai says, also, we can speak for the fact that gender ratios will not support a poly society for more than one generation. Can't be having a man with two wives or more than, or another man has none.
Has none. Okay, sorry, Ken. Jaleesa, let Ken say something. Don't do that to the brother. Let him say something. Why you got him mute? Don't beat him up. Let him speak his truth, and you know it is what it is. At least you know. But I don't get that from Ken. Spiritually seeing, I don't get that from Ken. That's not to say he might not be a flirt, but I don't get that he want two women. I could be wrong. I ain't gonna answer for the brother. Let him answer. All right, Master Gary Nod says for it seems to cause mind fragmentation with the woe. Whoa, he said whoa, man or the man.
That's the man, woman.
So Master Gary says right, he's saying woman. Okay, for it seems to cause mind fragmentation.
All right.
Wait a minute, hold on, elaborate on that, my brother.
Okay.
Elaborate on that. Come on now.
Okay, we got it. We got
Don't
another.
get me started with the men, because y'all got the most kind of fragmented minds I ever seen in history's time.
All right, greetings, everyone. In my opinion, polygamy suppresses the matriarchy. The women become catty because they require your own territory. They require their own territory. Male dies, and these families units usually crumble.
Okay. Let me see that again. Read that question. Read his question, Sameem. Read his question.
This is Matias Gary non-applicable for those who have lots of Uranus energy.
It's right there. Right there.
Uranus energy
I
would
can't see
desire it more than someone who had other
Can't see.
planetary energy. This is basically a statement.
For your glasses, my brother. All right. Yeah, you got his glasses on. All right. Okay. For those who have lots of Uranus energy, would desire more than someone who had other planetary. I don't know about that, Master Gary Nan. I don't know about that. You say for those who have lots of Uranus energy would desire it. I don't know. I would have to look at the astrological charts and see where all of our, energy was at. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Tasha and Zinga. Atlanta is the perfect place for a deco. Yeah, I heard about that. There's a couple people in Atlanta. But I want to go back to what Master. No. Hold on. Yeah, he was saying something about the woman's mind being fragmented, and what the sister said was good. Now, at one time, based off of what the eccentric
Me channel.
said, we did live in a matriarchal society. We're talking about years and years and years ago. We were a matriarchal society, and we had bowed down and let the patriarchal step up. And as y'all can see, in this patriarchal system and the patriarchal things that are going on, war, corruption, chaos, greed, power, under the patriarchal system. So that's why the divine feminine energy had to rise back up to bring the balance back, okay? But I wouldn't necessarily say I feel like it suppresses the matriarchal, because when it's all said and done, the matriarchal was always going to rule and always going to be ahead. She has to agree to it. And like I said, in Africa, I'm always going to be African first. Remember, my maternal side, okay, is in Africa, the women put it in play so that you could grow the village. So he brings up a good point, because that's why it was done in Africa. So we could grow village. It was for business, to build empires, but it wasn't done in every tribe, though.
But also back in the day too, it was done too. Like if say if me and Sameem were brothers, right? Mm-hmm. And I die off and I didn't have no children. Sameem is supposed to marry my wife.
Right, marry your wife, right?
To give her to plant a seed in her to have a baby. But even in those times, what the men were doing, they would marry the wife, and then when they were supposed to get her pregnant, they wouldn't get her pregnant. They would just pull out and not you know what I mean? They were just having sex with her. So.
Okay, so Master Gary says if someone has a lot of playing cards in the Uranus role, they will be open to polygamy and bisexual. Shit, okay. All I'm gonna say like this: I'm always gonna be spiritual first too. Um, when we talk about sex, now if you all want to get technical, you're talking about sexual energy that's being transported. If that woman or that woman or that woman has some sexual baggage or
Energy.
energy that you understand that she's bringing to this polygamous relationship, that's a problem.
It'll destroy
That's
the
why we
family.
must understand why it really, really, if we want to take it to the next level, why polygamy is really not going to work. You can't, it's too much energy being exchanged. You see, I don't know if you all seen the article the other day where the man that died, they had a sexual contest and they had to sleep with 7 women and he died. He died because
Yeah.
he slept with 7 women.
He only made it to the second round.
Second round. Real talk. Do you all know that women take energy from you?
Oh
Do you all
man.
know how powerful
That's why they be calling y'all suckers.
the women's energy is? So we're saying that y'all really cannot handle 2 women. Y'all think you
Y'all
can.
keep saying y'all.
I'm gonna say y'all
You
because
can't put everybody in that situation because you can't speak for everybody. You talking about y'all, yeah. Some of these suckers out here cannot handle 2 women, period.
did you
because
just
they
what
not
I
secure in
heard? Did you hear
themselves.
what I said, my
But
brother?
you can't say, you say y'all.
He didn't make it to the second round. He died.
Why the
Imagine
hell would you even be doing some dumbass shit like that?
because that's the
You know what I mean?
that's
You
the
ain't-
problem.
You objectifying yourself. You ain't objectifying a woman. You objectifying yourself. You
He's
wanna
having
say,
sex with more than 1 woman, and that drains his energy. Do you understand? Black women give you energy.
I do.
All right then. So you cannot handle the power and the energy sexually of 2 and 3 black women on one goddamn night,
Bullshit. You talking shit.
brother
You
Dinkle.
talking shit.
Will you tell the
Y'all,
brother?
yeah. I'm trying. You ain't got to tell me shit. I know for a fact what's going on. You ain't even tell me that.
Ladies, y'all heard what I said.
It's
We give them
eccentric meat
energy.
channel says he died in some deep waters.
He drowned in some deep waters. Exactly. I mean, the point is, honestly speaking, now, again, we are the oracle, so we're going to have to bring the spiritual side to it. Now, you can't tell me it's possibly okay to be sharing juices amongst these women. It's not okay. It's not healthy. Okay, first of all, we don't have the
That's
same
not
diet.
true. You don't
Yes,
know
it
that.
is
This
true.
ain't no damn.
She just said the pH level. That is so
Look
true.
here, check this out. Check
Look
this out.
here.
Check this out. Check this out. Check this
Okay.
out. Check this out. Okay. Now we understand the pH levels and all of this here. This is what I'm telling you. That's all understandable. That's cool. But this is what I'm telling you. We are in a relationship.
What
We
you
are
laughing
not
at?
diving in and out of different women bed. These are 2 grown ass women together.
Their chemistry don't mix.
Listen, their chemistry will mix because if they stay around each other long enough, they will eventually sync with their menstrual. Hold on, just listen.
Not their menstrual.
They will sync.
They will do that with their menstrual, but not with their pH levels.
But listen.
I'm listening.
They have to be.
Therefore,
They died and everything got to be the same for that,
Listen
and
what I'm
it still
saying.
might not.
It
Yeah.
will be. It will be because see, it's like this. This is what y'all will be doing because you will be ingesting things to. You will be helping
Yeah,
that type of.
look at the camera.
You will be helping. You will be helping that type of thing because you would be the author of keeping that thing healthy. You know, and keeping yourself healthy because dealing with 2 women, you're gonna have to be healthy. So therefore, you know, it will not be a factor with the pH level. All of that'll balance out. It'll balance out.
Look here, every
Believe
time.
me, I'm speaking from experience. I ain't speaking
Well, I'm gonna
because
tell you from
I
experience.
don't fucking know.
When I was with
Shit,
my
man.
ex-husband, he cheated on me, and I knew every time he would cheat on me
Of
because
course
my
he did.
balance,
Of
my shit
course
was
he did because he
unbalanced.
was fucking with a nasty bitch.
No, he wasn't.
He was. He was fucking with a
wasn't
nasty
that.
bitch.
He just was cheating.
He was
And-
fucking
and-
with a
and he used
nasty
condom.
bitch. Cheating.
And at the end of the day,
And at the end of the day, he was
every
fucking with a nasty
time
bitch.
I would know. I said, God damn it, you cheated, you know, but we was young. We was 19, 20 years old. We was in the military doing dumb shit. Okay. So the point is, it just ain't spiritual.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. You cannot say
Look here.
that. You
Look
cannot
here.
say
If you
that.
sleep it, you can't have 2 sexual relations with 2 women and think you're gonna get something spiritual out of it.
Yes,
It
you
ain't happening.
can.
It ain't happening.
Man, look here. That is not Queen.
Y'all,
how can
let
you
me
say
explain
that
something
shit?
to you.
How
Men
can
do
you
not
say
run
that
nothing.
shit?
Women run shit.
Okay, but how can you say it can't be spiritual though?
It's not. It's not spiritual. You can't.
So you telling me is 3 conscious people get together.
Uh huh.
You understand what I'm saying? These energies, They know what's going on. They are up on their spiritual level. I'm talking about ancestral communication. They know what's going on. These sisters working together, and you and these sisters working together. You mean to tell me that can't be a benefit?
Nope, because they ain't supposed to be that way.
Right.
One penis was made for one vagina and vice versa. Not for you to go be sticking it in 2 and 3 vaginas at one time.
You gonna
That's not true. I
they
don't
talking?
agree with
You gonna
It's okay to agree to disagree,
that. Yeah, I
my
don't agree
brother.
with that at all.
It's okay. We
agree
can
at all.
agree to
We
disagree.
definitely disagree.
But it's not spiritual.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it
You
is.
can't do nothing spiritual with that. All
Yes,
you're
you
doing is
can.
bringing goddamn
No, you-
negative shit.
Yeah, that's if you dealing
For
with
the-
the wrong, if
for
you
our
dealing
what?
with the wrong shit, man. I'm telling you what's going on.
He's trying to do the astrological thing here, but I refuse to share. That's how women be getting bacteria infection. Thank you, Erica Neal. Thank you.
Lord, boy.
In this society, it will turn a relationship into a relationship wreck.
Yeah, I know.
Master Gary, exactly that.
No, that's right.
Exactly that. All right, so let me see. Envision Clarity says, Brother Sameem, that's some church shit.
What's some church
Don't he
shit?
sound like a preacher? She said, what you talk about? Some church shit.
No, that's not. It ain't got nothing to do with the church. What I'm telling you is this: if you can live that lifestyle, and you can live that lifestyle in harmony, and everybody's on the same accord and living good, what's wrong with it? Who are you to say that I'm living wrong?
I didn't say he was living
But
wrong.
no. Well, who are you to look at me and be like, what the fuck is going on? No,
I ain't
because I
gonna
can
say
look
a
at you.
goddamn thing. I'm
but
gonna say you're not spiritual.
No, how you know that?
Because
You
I
can't
know. Because you ain't got no
that's
business
not-
sticking
that's
your
not
penis
true.
in 2 women at one time.
That's impossible to stick your penis in 2 women
Exactly.
at
So
one time.
that's why
It's
you ain't
impossible.
supposed to be done.
It's impossible.
You were made
You can't
one
do it at one
penis
time.
and one vagina.
Okay, but look here, shit.
You don't need to
one
do it
penis
in
can
another
stick
time.
Plenty vagina. Just like one
Okay.
vagina can stick plenty
Okay,
penises.
exactly. But it's not
Exactly.
supposed to be. If it was meant
It's not
for a
supposed to be
man to
because-
have 2 women, he would
Man,
have
come
2
on, that's
penises.
that European shit.
He would
That's
have
that
2 penises.
No, he wouldn't. Wow,
He'll be
that
able to
doesn't
stick
make
one in
any
that one and
sense.
that one.
That wouldn't make no sense. That shit wouldn't make no sense. Come on, real shit. Man. We talking about some real shit.
Look.
We talking
Right,
about lifestyle,
right,
real
ladies,
shit.
come on now. No. If it was supposed to be that way, come on now. Let's get back to the spiritual aspect of things.
Okay.
Spiritually,
Okay.
a man ain't supposed to be sticking his penis in 2 different women.
That's not true. Look at check this out.
Okay, so is it okay for a woman to let 2 men stick 2 penises in her?
I'm gonna tell you like this. Check this out.
Now answer the question.
Listen.
Can a woman have 2 penises inside of her?
All I'm just asking is if you just listen, I'm gonna give you the answer to your question.
Okay. Virgo, September Virgo says, where is this threesome couple, and can you invite them to the show?
Well, look at check this out. Let me listen to this. We definitely can't invite couples to the show. I definitely know a few couples that are piloting that will come on the show and speak about it and the benefits of it. But listen, what I'm telling you, it's nothing that I'm forcing on anyone or trying to make someone understand or get. I don't give no fuck if you don't understand it or not. I don't give no shit because that's not my job. Well, my job is to transfer the information about the pilot lifestyle to you. I don't give a fuck if you accept it or not. You can say whatever you want to say about it or not. That's what we agree to disagree. That's what make us individuals. And that's just all. I don't take no offense to it because shit, I'm still going to agree with the lifestyle because I see major benefits in it, and I do see you can be spiritual and be in a lifestyle like that. I don't see how that can take away from your spirituality at all, unless you're doing some foul ass shit. And that's just all it is to it. But no, if the energy is everybody conscious, they know what's going on. Them energy levels are there, and them sisters are powerful, and they know what's going on, man. Come on, and it's okay. I don't see us. I don't see nothing. I don't see us losing. Period.
September Virgo says, I want to see how spiritually happy they are. Valerie Mowbray says, a woman needs to be focused on enlightenment and have one monogamous relationship.
All right. Now, Malik L. Bay on Facebook says, black men don't cheat. Some of them don't. What you mean? Malik L. Bay? Some of them do and some of them don't. Nowadays, it's both of them. When I get spiritual readings, I'm getting both. And honestly speaking, real talk, y'all know I've been doing this for years and years and years, right? I've been reading for a very, very long time. And what I've noticed, I would say for over the last 5 years, it's an equal balance of men, because I get a lot of men that call me for spiritual work and readings too. And a lot of men, it's a balance now. I'm getting more and more men that are talking about their women cheating on them, okay? So now, in 2020, it's a balance.
All right, we got a comment on on YouTube. Nova America says, I never met anyone who benefited off of threesomes in a long term aspect.
This is
They
what I'm saying.
they always blow up in their face. I watched the outcome on the forensic files.
Okay, that's good. But what I'm saying is this here. You keep putting it on a sexual level. That's just part of the relationship. Let's not be so trivial and be so elementary in our thinking. Well, everything is based on a physical aspect of a relationship, because after the physical gone, then what do you have? So it have to be some type of spiritual and mental a connection there in a poly relationship. It ain't no fucking threesome. Now, if you want to have a threesome, you get you a hoe and get you something else, and you gonna have to get it. That's a threesome. That's a threesome. So they have.
Eccentric Me China says, do you truly love any one of these women?
He's not in it right now. He's not in that kind of thing
Look,
right
look,
now.
I'm not. Look, listen, what I'm saying. Listen, people. I'm not in a poly relationship, but I agree with the poly lifestyle. I agree with it because I see the benefit in it, and that's just all it is to it. I'm not gonna change my mind, and it's like this here. Yeah, I would be in a poly lifestyle. I would live a poly lifestyle if my girl would agree to it and shit, and she was okay with everything. Hell yeah, let's run it. Three income, shit, that sounds like a dream relationship to me.
So you pretty much looking more of the financial aspect of it.
I'm really looking at the financial aspect, and and not only that, it's just the fact of building a family, a family. Like you, just think, if your wife, just say one wife get pregnant 1 year and another wife get pregnant, shit, in about 5 or 6 years, y'all have about 10, 15 children.
But I feel like if you have a polygamy relationship, you gotta look at it more as a business than anything else, because you're gonna look at the benefits of it. So you really gotta look at the business aspect of it. So if you're gonna do something like that, everybody gotta be in agreement, and we can all benefit together. Everybody can all benefit together. But that's the only way I could see it, is if you look at it as a business relationship.
Well, let me just say this, y'all. First of all, let me say this. Don't be looking at me. I see you going this over me. Let me say this. My granddaddy, can you please get that picture up there, please? Can you get that picture up there let me show y'all something.
You said Shawty was cheating.
No, hold on. No, not that one. That's not the one with all the people on there. The back one, that one right there. Let me show y'all something. Y'all see this picture right here? Let me show y'all this picture. You see what I'm saying? Right? This picture right here, this little old woman right here, and this picture right here, it's hard to see, had all 14 of these goddamn children with one man. You can't tell me you can't build a village with one woman.
What if you got two? That's 28.
Bullshit.
That's 28.
And hold on, because now
that's 28 children right there.
my other one had 24. My other grandfather had 24.
So just think if they had two right, that'll be 48.
They barely ate on this one. Now, in this day and time, you could barely take care of 2 kids. Never mind trying to build a goddamn village. Come on now.
Exactly.
You gotta be rich.
You gotta have some money.
We're not asking you to live with this lifestyle. I'm not asking you to. I'm not trying to convince you to. I don't give a fuck. Please understand me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want you to live the happiest life that you want to live. And I'm not pushing my beliefs or my opinions on anyone. I'm just saying that's what I agree with it. I'm sorry. I agree with it. I'm not sorry. I take that back. I agree with it. Shit. I stand on that.
Adeko says, I agree, brother. I think it's difficult to make it work among Africans in the U.S. because the Europeans have stripped us of our sense of harmony. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, I think, like I said, you came in later, Deco, but like I said, we have been brainwashed and programmed. Okay? I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. But again, I'm always going to go back to Africa. The way that it was done in Africa, and only 1% of the tribes in Africa practice it, It's a business contract. The man is not allowed to live in the house with the women. The women have to
But
be
how
separate
do I
with
know
them.
that I'm from Africa?
I told you was.
But hold on. But how do I know? Look, what if I was? What I understand that my descendants are from Africa, but what if I was already over here?
That's very possible.
Yeah, what if I was already over?
Because
Because if
Africa
you
was
understand, but because you understand the whole thing about the slave trade, the continental slave trade, only 6% of the Africans that was put into bondage was made it to America. Only 6%.
Now let's get the one thing
Only
straight.
6%.
This is all.
So how I know I went already here?
Well,
And
okay, so
and my folk had my goddamn
well, you
4-5
was here,
or
but you're
more
still
well.
African
4-5
because the
bad
original,
ass Indian women.
the original man and
Engine.
the original woman are African. Now, this
Engine,
used to
like
be
the one in the
one
car.
landmass, so it's very possible, and we do know from history and research that Africans were on this land. We know that we walked the world, okay? Okay? So every place you go, you're going to find an African. Now, we're saying
Yeah.
that you are of African lineage. You look like a straight African from goddamn Guinea Papial, some goddamn where. And I know because I read your goddamn soul, like I do everybody else. Now, we're saying that, again, although you may have been on American soil, you have been European brainwashed and European programmed,
I have.
and you need to learn about your African culture.
Oh.
You.
I'm on my African culture shit. I'm just talking about the
No,
women.
you ain't, because you would be talking about it right. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't be talking about, the finances. You'd be talking about, we have a house here.
Listen,
My wife would
listen,
live there. My wife would
listen,
live there.
listen,
They would live in
listen,
separate dwellings.
Listen.
What?
Chill out.
Don't tell me to chill out.
Nah,
Now
I
you
got
want to
to.
get into submissive shit.
See,
You
that's
see
what
this
you
here?
need. You need to learn how to submit.
I don't submit to shit.
See, that's the
I'm
problem.
the goddamn queen here. I'm the queen.
Hey.
I'm the queen here.
Give it a be quiet sign.
I gotta take him back. I gotta take him back to Africa. He don't understand.
Adinkra, give it a be
He don't
quiet
understand the
sign.
power to make you up.
Brother Adinkra, give it a be quiet sign so we can move
Bakume
forward.
madre chanfravum cous.
Brother
There you
Pataho,
go.
brother Pataho, brother, brother Pataho Tep says, when it boils down to it, it will it will be up to the women because the women make the decision,
Most
and the
definitely.
man will have to stay in his position.
Most definitely, brother. Thank you. Man, God damn, we got a motherfucker over here with a man tonight. What? He ain't thinking with his feelings. He thinking with his intellect, brother. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Connie 38795 says, I'm too petty for that type of reunion.
Thank you for being honest.
Uh-huh. All right, Erica Nia says, I know a young lady that asked her best friend to have a threesome with her and her husband and her husband and her ended up leaving, and he left her for the best friend.
But it's like it's here. He is a dirty, low down scam beast. Dirty, low down scam beast. Because see, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't justly balanced. Because see, that's not pilot. You leaving your mate for the other mate. That's not pilot. Come on now.
All right, y'all. Envision Clarity says, what would happen if 2 or more lost their job? Exactly. You got 20 kids in
and
the
it's like
goddamn
this.
house.
Check this out. No. See, listen what I'm telling you. The pilot lifestyle is this here. Okay, everybody got a job. Everybody's working. You are working for ownership. You're not working to retire when you got 3 incomes. No, hell no. You are working towards ownership. I'm sorry, y'all. This is not the type of shit that you just lay around and work a job. Hell no. You got 3 people that's motivated, that's trying to be business owners, that's trying to raise a family, that's trying to build a community. So you're not laying around working a job. No, you are working a job in order for a means to an end. You are pooling the 3 income together to get a business, to get property, to do shit of that nature. Come on now. This is not a sexual type of shit,
Right.
man. Y'all putting it on a trivial, on some trivial bullshit.
Right.
All right. So Lacey says, if polygamy wasn't so fetishized, I think it would be more welcomed. Yeah, because most men think about it for their own selfish goddamn needs. How much goddamn vagina they could get. That's why.
But look here, check this out. If a man, look at one thing about it is here. A real black man, he don't measure a woman by the vagina. He don't measure her by that.
Well, maybe that'll be another show. You need to teach him that then.
Yeah, that's just an added. The vagina is just an added bonus to a woman. There is so much more to a woman than the vagina, than titties, and that. It is so much more beautiful aspects to a woman, far as mentally and spiritually. It is just, she is just she's an amazing woman, and if you can be in a union with
You gonna read
two women at the same damn time. And you getting that.
See, y'all, I told you he look at his face. He been thinking about this shit. And
No,
you see his face, y'all?
It's like this here. I agree with it because, just like I said, I see the benefits. So I'm not trying to convince this shit because I'm already convinced. So I don't give a fuck if I ain't convincing nobody. That ain't my motherfucking job. I'm
Look
just
here,
telling
you
you.
an alpha female? You ain't going for
Yeah,
it.
two alpha females together, man, look here, gonna conquer the world, and they got all the security in
Now,
the
two
world.
alpha
I'm
females
gonna
whoop
kill a
your
motherfucking
motherfucking
rock
ass.
for you, baby.
They
Where
gonna-
you at?
They gonna whoop your motherfucking ass.
Where you at? Where you at, Shawty?
All right,
I
so
see ya.
if the main benefit is financial, it may not be beneficial to women with inheritance. Women being able to inherit made polygamy less beneficial to African women.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Now, finance is just a benefit. It's just a major benefit to it. Now, you have to understand. You have to dissect all aspects of a relationship, just like you would do in a monogamous relationship. What I'm telling you is, finances are just really just a major part when you got three financial aspects. I'm just saying finances because shit, everybody loves good finances. Everybody don't want to have no worries. So I'm just putting it on that level. But there's many more aspects to the poly lifestyle than financial. I'm sorry, it is. It's companionship. It's someone. It's a mediator. Someone to be there to mediate. Someone to be there to hear both sides and things of that nature. There's all type of benefits to this relationship. So it's just not financial. That's what I say. So you really have to look into a lot of things, and it's just what it is.
A woman's vagina is your passage to this world.
Yes,
So the woman's vagina is every goddamn
yes,
thing.
sir.
I don't care what he says, it's every goddamn thing.
It's everything.
Now,
and
don't get
then
confused.
some.
That's why you
Shit.
can't share it with another woman. It ain't happening.
Share what with another woman?
You can't share vaginas with her. You can't do it.
I ain't share how one. Why would I look at? Yeah.
You
Okay.
can't share vagina. I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Okay. Well,
All right, last question of the
Everybody
night.
is for their penny.
We over time, y'all, so we're going to
Okay, my
take this
bad.
last question. Hold on. Women think about it in the same nature. Whenever you say something to a woman about poly, the first thing they think about is their man laying with another woman.
That's right.
Like brother said, sex is the smallest element of the lifestyle.
It is the last thing that you accomplish in that lifestyle. The last thing I'm gonna do with a third partner, if it come into my lifestyle, is have sex with you. Because see, I'm not concerned about you and your sexual appetite because I know I got what it need to take to make that motherfucker work. So that's why I'm not concerned about that. I'm concerned about the spirit or the energy that you're gonna bring into my home, gonna have around my kids. Because see, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a companion to be in my home. I'm looking for a solid person who understands the poly lifestyle, who can come in and be a additive to what we already got going on. That's
See,
it.
and the problem again, family, before we get off of here, we want to thank you so much for tuning in
Almost
to the
definitely.
Oracle
Thank
of
you.
Truth. And we want to say, again, it has to be done the right way.
It
If you're
do.
going to practice something that is a cultural way of
It do.
life,
It do.
which is polyandry and polygamy, because women, you do know about polyandry, you can have more than one husband, okay?
Don't get that thing stretched out like that, so I don't
See
get
what I'm saying?
that
See what I'm
motherfucker
saying?
stretched out.
But
So
see,
he ain't
but
want
what
that
he don't
motherfucker
know,
throwing rock down hall,
Don't-
throwing a hot
don't-
dog
let me
down
tell
the
you
hallway.
something.
Nigga don't want it like
don't
that.
get your goddamn scrotum hanging to your ankle either, because the more you have sex, the more your goddamn scrotums will be to your ankle. Women, when you get with a man, if you pull down his pants and his scrotum's hanging to his ankles, that means he be doing a lot of having sex. I don't want to curse. So at the end of the day, men like to run that bullshit about your shit being stretched out.
Just curse.
Men, okay, have scrotums that hang down to
You
their
know what?
goddamn ankles.
You know
Men,
what?
they
You know
got a
what?
bag
I'm
full
tired
of
of your
shit.
ass.
And
I'm tired of your ass. I'm tired of your
All
ass
right,
for
so
the night,
women,
so.
don't get it
I'm
confused.
tired of you. I'm
Don't
tired
ever
of
let
your
a
ass
man
for
make
the
you
night.
think,
I'm
because your
tired of
shit.
your
And not
ass
only
for the
that,
night, so.
you can do exercises to get your shit tight
Oh,
back
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah. You
A man
got them
can't
cables.
do exercises to get them.
Oh, yes, he
To
can.
get them goddamn
Yes,
scrotum nuts back
I
up.
look at Teddy, them motherfuckers hang long, they want too long, the plumbing work, them motherfuckers bang around my knees, long that motherfucker plumbing work soda. I
All
don't
I'm
give a
saying
damn
is,
where he hanging in.
don't let a man get you
Look
like
here, I
that.
can throw the bitch across my shoulder, long that plumbing
Look
work,
here.
man.
All I'm saying, if his damn scrotum hangs to his ankles, he done did a lot of damn bullshit. And don't ever let him think you think. Now, we're going to say it again. If you're going to practice it, do it the right way. And I'm telling y'all, in this place called United States of America, European mindset that we have, you are not going to be able to deal with polyandry or polygamy.
All right. With that being said, we're gonna wrap up the show. Everybody that's new to the show, that's checking us out for the first time, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and hit the notification bell. And if you want to see all our shows, make sure you hit after you hit the notification bell, hit all.
And,
Check
and
this out.
Facebook
Hold on.
folks, get a YouTube channel. Come over to YouTube.
Yeah, let me check this out. Check this out. We are going to be hosted by a podcast host the next recording, so we may not be live. Well, we go live on our phones,
Yeah,
but we will be recording. But we gonna do a whole podcast setting for the next recording, so y'all just be aware for that. And we're gonna have a special guest here coming up, man, this month. This is Black History Month, so we're gonna talk a lot of black shit. It's Black History Month next month, so we're gonna talk a lot of black shit. And the month after that, it's gonna be Black History Month. We're gonna talk a lot of black shit. So
And the rest of the year is Black History Month, goddamn it.
Black
So black shit all the time, all day,
And y'all feel free
24/7.
to let us know if y'all want us to talk about something that, you know, we can help y'all out with. We are the oracles, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And as much junk and shit as we talk, we also still spiritual, okay?
First.
So do understand that if you want us to talk about a topic or talk about something, do hit us up inbox. Both Life is on here. Brother Adinkra's on here. I'm on here. Hit either one of us in back. Can y'all talk about this on the Oracles of Truth? And we got y'all.
Most
All right? On that note, family, y'all have a lovely night. And we will see you all Tuesday night on the Spiritual Vault.
Most
Do tune in.
definitely.
Tune in.
Peace.
Peace.
When
Yes,
you-
little girl.
Yes, little girl. You happy?
Master Gary said 15 minutes of jogging in place will bring back that scrotum with infrared light flowing.